Today's video, I'm going to talk about this big boy right here. So before we get into today's video, I just wanted to jump on here and say I am turning 40 on March 28, and I have a very ambitious goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers before then. I'm only at 62 subscribers, so I would greatly appreciate it if you like my content. If you think my journey is worth sticking around for, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to put up one video every week for this year. I'm already behind a few weeks. If I can get 52 videos up for this year, I'll consider that a win. I think I've only done like 2 or 3 so far this year, or 2 videos. So that's kind of my spiel. If you want to support small creators, small channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm just here to document my journey into video and photography. I've been shooting since 2008 pretty consistently, and now I've actually felt like I wanted to document this. If this is something that you're interested in, please go ahead and subscribe and follow along. Now that we got that out of the way, this week's video is going to be a quick one because I don't have much time and I'm trying to get it out tomorrow. I just figured just gotta shoot it and do it. So I rented last week this giant Nikon 28 to 135. It is an absolutely gorgeous lens, that goes without saying. But the one thing that I was hoping it was more of a cinema lens. And unfortunately, it is not a cinema lens. It's very much just a very good video lens. So what do I mean by that? That lens is something you would find on like a good video camera. It's a great lens for just video work. If you want a clean, and I hate to use this term because I feel like this term is very overused, but it's a very clinical look. It's just very clean. So if you're doing more documentary, more corporate work, it's a great lens to have because it's going to give you a wide range. It's a 28 to 135, so you have a hell of a throw and all that stuff. But beyond that, it's kind of a boring lens. It's not a lens that I would go out of my way to purchase and add to my kit. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit more, it'd have a little more personality, but it's, you know, it's just built for just general video work. I kind of knew from the beginning it wasn't going to be a cinema lens, but I wanted to try it out anyways. I actually saw it last year at CES in Vegas. It was mounted onto like the Z8 or one of their Z cameras. And I was really intrigued by it. I was like, wow, it looks like a big like cinema lens, but it's not. It's not really a cinema lens. It's just a really good video lens. I think where I'm looking to go with like my future Nikon setup, I think where I'm looking to go is more in the cinema lens department. I'm hoping that the Blazar Apex brings out more lenses for their Z mount, because I would love to try them out with my ZF and see, hopefully they put out some good anamorphics for that. I think that's something that I'd be really into, and I'm excited to see if they do get it, you know, get stuff released for the Z mount in general. Right now, their new anamorphic full frame autofocus is only going to be available on Sony. So that's kind of, I'm hoping it comes to the Z mount. I don't really like using adapters and things like that. I like to use it natively on the camera because it was built for that camera. So you're going to get the best results. Having said all of that, the images that were coming out of it were really clean. I really liked it for, you know, simple, straightforward stuff. It is a massive lens. Like, to hold it, let me insert some footage of me kind of talking with the lens that I shot yesterday at my parents' house. So I'm out here with Zoe. There's Zoe. Doing some test footage with the Nikon 24 to 135, which is a hefty lens, and it's an amazing lens. I'm not sure it's a lens that I would buy for myself, because it's very much like a video lens, and it's really heavy too. This is more if like you're doing like documentary work. I feel like it's a gorgeous lens, but I don't see myself owning it long term for anything. I wouldn't travel with this thing. It's massive. If I was doing documentary work, or if somebody hired me to do some interview shoots, maybe I'd rent it. So it's a gorgeous lens, but I think they have a smaller 24 to 105. But I think this is definitely more of a studio camera, shooting documentary interviews type lens. This is definitely not a travel. I would never travel with this thing. But it's been a lot of fun to use. I used it the other night for my mom's birthday, and I shot a lot of video. And it's great to have that kind of a zoom on a camera like that. But there's other ways to get it. You can get it with the 24 to 105. which is a smaller lens, and then you can get it with the 24-70, or you can just do prime lenses. The quality I'm getting out of it is pretty amazing. It's a substantial lens. Like, it's not, it's wouldn't call it a cinema lens, more of just like a video lens. If you're doing just kind of boring video work, this would be a great lens to have. But if you want to do something where you have a little more of a creative avenue, I think a prime lens, a prime cinema lens, or the 24-70, or just another one of the prime lenses would be great. So it's kind of my initial thoughts on this. So as I said in that video, it's a very big lens. It's massive, it's bulky. It feels more like a studio setup, right? If you had the camera on a tripod and you're doing more of a sit-down interview, that kind of situation. Running gun, not really going to be your running gun situation, so I wouldn't really recommend it for that, but I think it has its place in certain people's kits. Having said all of that, this is the first lens that I kind of used. I liked it, I appreciated it, but it's not something I'm going to add to my lens kit, case, anything like that anytime soon. Probably not ever, to be honest, because I just don't see myself using that lens. Again, I'm glad I rented it, because I was kind of on the fence. I was like, should I just buy it? Should I not? I'm glad I just rented it, tried it out. I liked it, I appreciated it, but in the end, it's not going to be a purchase from me on my end. So I will be sending that back either today or tomorrow. If it's something that you're interested in, rent it out and see if you like it. And if it's something that you're on the fence about, hopefully this video can help you make a decision. So if you're looking for a lens with personality, that's not it. If you're looking for a lens that can just kind of do it all because you're doing corporate work and documentary interviews and stuff like that, then that's the lens you want to get. I appreciate you guys watching this video. This was a shorter one, sweet one, a little more simple, straightforward than last week's. I just kind of had to, I wanted to do a review on this lens while I still had it before I ship it back. So thank you for sticking around to the end if you have. I appreciate anybody who watches my content. I'm slowly trying to get more content out there. I have a few more videos planned that I just wanted to do this week that I wasn't able to, but there's some stuff that I really want to talk about that I think is really interesting and that I'm excited to talk about on this channel regarding photography. Have a wonderful Friday, and I will see you guys in the next one. There's a lot of things that I did like about this lens. I figured I'd change the scenery a little bit, break it from my office here. This is a power zoom lens, which is really handy. And it reminds me of those old school camcorders, like a Sony PD-150 back in the day. That's a reference, I just aged myself. I was in high school when mini DV was the thing to have. And those kinds of lenses, those kinds of cameras had that on those lenses. So it reminded me a lot of that, where I was like, this feels like a video camera. But again, it's a very big lens, it's very bulky, but you get very clean images. Everything on here is smooth, like the rings and stuff like that. And it has auto and obviously manual focus. Everything works great. It works just how you would want it to work. It's a very well-built quality lens, right? It's heavy and it's got heft to it and all that stuff. I'm sure it would do great if you're photographing like sports or doing video for sports. I'm sure that'd be amazing. But for my use, for what I'm looking for in a lens, it's not really what I want. I want like a good zoom lens, and then I want like a good prime lens. But I'm really looking at some cinema lenses that I really want to get. I feel like when you're getting these DSLRs or these mirrorless cameras, I feel like you want to get away from like the video camera lenses and you want to go more with primes or just like better zooms. So that's it. Just wanted to throw some additional stuff in here about it. I was thinking about it after I shot it. I should probably add this and that. So